Hey guys, how you doing? It's Pastor Jake here. Welcome to Kingston NYchurch's Devotional through the book of Romans. Today we're going to be looking at Romans chapter 1 verses 13 through 15. Let me read it for us. Romans chapter 1 verse 13. I do not want you to be unaware, brothers, that I have often intended to come to you, but thus far have been prevented, in order that I may reap some harvest among you as well as among the rest of the Gentiles. Verse 14, I am under obligation both to Greeks and to barbarians, both to the wise and to the foolish. So I am eager, in verse 15, I am eager to preach the gospel to you also who are in Rome. Wow, I mean, look, we can see Paul's posture here. His heart posture is he's eager. He wants to go and visit with these people, not to get or to gain anything, but to impart the gospel and to impart spiritual growth. And there's this incredible thing that he says in verse 14, I am under obligation. And as Christians, we all should be there with Paul. This should be our mindset. And I know often it isn't, but this is really a challenge for us today is, where's your mindset? Do you feel under obligation to present this gospel? Both to Greeks and barbarians, to the wise and to the foolish. I mean, he covers everybody there. He covers all kinds, all nations, all people, various intellectual prowess and lack thereof, and social standing and race, creed. It doesn't matter. See, that's the thing about the gospel, is that if you have the gospel, if you're a Christian, you have something to impart to not just somebody or not just a group of people. You have something to impart to everybody. All have sinned. All have fallen short. All are in enmity with God apart from Christ Jesus, Him crucified and resurrected. That we are obligated to impart that information onto the people that are about us. Let's not fall into this idea, this thing I hear over and over about preach the gospel and if necessary use words. It is just to say, well, just being a nice person or just being a loving person is enough to save somebody. That's insanity. That does not come from the Bible. It certainly isn't what Paul's not dying to go there to be a good Samaritan to people, to be helpful to people. Now, I'm sure that we do that. It's not that we don't do that. But if we're not speaking truth as well as meeting needs and serving others, if we're just serving others without ever proclaiming the gospel, I don't know of anything more unloving. Well, we're obligated. We're obligated to share the truth that we know to everyone. Everyone. It doesn't matter of anything, because all have sinned and all have fallen short. And so this is a wonderful way, this passage here, to challenge us. And where's our obligation? Maybe we need to pray about that and remember what it is that we hold, what it is we carry, that we're on mission, that the people we're running into, the people that we're working with, the people we live next to, the people we just happen upon at the grocery store, that those aren't chance encounters. God cares about the souls of His kids, of His lost. He seeks to redeem His lost sheep, and He has pulled us into the fold. Us that are Christians, we're pulled into that mission, that we need to do mission with Him. And I love Paul's words here, that he's under obligation. He has this indebtedness to every single man, woman, and child to proclaim the truth and the love and the saving grace of Jesus Christ and Him crucified. Well, I hope that we can all walk in our days realizing the obligation that we're under. That we all, it doesn't matter what we have to offer otherwise. It doesn't matter if we're barbarians or Greeks, or if we're wise or foolish according to the world, or our social standard or stance or any of that stuff. That none of it matters. If we're a Christian, we have something to impart to each and every person. And not only do we have it to impart, we're obligated. We're under obligation to impart the truth. So please, pray about this and be wise in this season, especially that we're not ashamed of the gospel, as he's about to say. That it is not a way of weakness. It is a way of understanding who we are and our weakness and our brokenness and what God has done for us. So I pray that we're all under obligation, that we know that our obligation to the Greeks and the barbarians, to the wise and to the foolish, to every man, woman, and child, that we may be eager to preach that gospel. That we are eager to preach that gospel everywhere and anywhere we go. God bless.